Hi, good Wednesday. Welcome back, and thank you for being a part of the show. I hate to say that we exceeded expectations because that usually implies something positive. Talking about your temperatures and what we actually saw today and how it exceeded our forecast. And we topped out at 95 degrees here at the studio in downtown Sagersville. We're still above the 90-degree mark right now. My apologies. Cough seems to come back right around exactly 6 o'clock every day. Weird. Nevertheless, it's been hot. Dangerously hot. I've got an updated 7-day for you, of course, and it's painting another hot one tomorrow. Temperatures, around 89 or 90, but for some of us, we're going to blow right past that again, I do believe. Turning to news tonight, we'll have indictments continuing to be served as we're returned, almost 20, I think approaching 24 in totality, returned last week by the McGoff County Grand Jury. Tonight we learn of one of those indictments which has been executed, which actually was returned some time ago. The wife of a man facing serious sex abuse related charges, the victim under the age of 12, has now been indicted and arrested. We'll take you to that story in just a few seconds. The third of 3 individuals accused of tampering with one of McGoff County Water District's storage tanks, also indicted and arrested, and other news to follow. I'll be right back.
At Big Sandy Healthcare, every patient is seen as an individual deserving of respect, compassion, and top quality care. For us, it isn't about who they are or where they come from, but about the dignity and the care that they deserve. Our commitment goes beyond simply treating diseases. We tackle food insecurity, transportation problems, and other barriers many of our patients experience that hold them back from living fuller, healthier lives. At Big Sandy Healthcare, that's what sets our organization apart.
For whatever reason, if your working days are over, don't do anything before you meet Grover. Social Security, disability, SSI, work injuries, wear and tear, and hearing loss. 888-9-GROVER. One name, one call, one ultimate solution to your heating and cooling, sales, 24-hour service, and installation for home, commercial, boilers, chillers, and VRF systems. With over 15 years of experience and now based right here in the viewing area, Ultimate Air, 496-6651.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
It's your go-to place for unique gifts, hard to find, or special gifts for anyone, including yourself. A new selection of inspirational gifts. Personalized and other new jewelry arrivals. A fresh new restock of Diva and the other Tyler Candle Company scents that will not stay on the shelves. Plus new colors and styles of the ever-popular Brewmate. And decorate for the season and for the 4th with a little hometown local feel at the Seasonal Shop in downtown Sagersville.
Hi, I'm Patty Maynard, your local health insurance agent here in McGoff County. I've been serving our people for over 25 years. I would love to discuss Medicare products with you. I represent Humana Insurance Company as well as others. My office is here in Sayersville on Route 7 on Superior Hill beside the entrance to Bluegrass Cemetery in the same building as Patty's Tax Service. My office is open 10 to 5 Monday through Friday. I would love to see you, or you can just call us at 606-349-1993.
Jumpstart the career you've always wanted today with one call to Tech Center, Kentucky's newest and most innovative trade college, offering national certification. Graduate in less than a year. Limited scholarships are available now, and this enrollment is open until August the 2nd. In carpentry, electrical, heavy equipment operation, masonry, plumbing, and welding. Tech Center is located in Sagersville in the back of the Lloyd M. Hall Community Center. You can call them at 349-7115 or find out everything at techcenterky.org. Again, thank you all for being a part of the program. I spent much of the day outside. Again, we're getting closer to making Henry's Hot Dog Company a reality, and with that, the dust and everything else that I've been dealing with has me struggling not to cough on TV, and that's not a polite thing to do, so my apologies. Let me go straight to our headlines this evening. Again, my apologies. With that said, a McGoff County woman was indicted by a McGoff County grand jury some weeks ago, and after indicating that she was going to turn herself into authorities, she did do that eventually on last evening, facing charges related to a case that her husband has been charged with serious sex-related crimes involving a child. Gary M Blandon was initially charged and arrested on first-degree sodomy, victim under the age of 12, 2 counts of first-degree incest, victim under the age of 12, first-degree rape, victim under the age of 12, and first-degree sexual abuse, victim under the age of 12, and then later indicted. That indictment returned on June the 13th, in which it claimed that on around October the 1st of 2024 through December of last year, Blandon allegedly engaged in deviant sexual intercourse with a person less than 12 years old, sexual intercourse with someone known to be closely related to him, and sexual intercourse by forcible compulsion and sexual contact with a person incapable of consent because the person is less than 12 years of age. According to the original warrant on the arrest of May on Blandon, Kentucky State Police Trooper Joe Weddington was made aware that during that same date, Blandon would allegedly be naked and play with himself in front of a juvenile and make the victim touch his genitalia, and as well use his finger to penetrate the child's private parts, and that he had reportedly inserted a knife as well into a child, causing bleeding. And he was lodged in the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center on a $50,000 cash bond after his initial arrest and indictment. The same time that his indictment was released, we have now learned, since it has been served, that his wife was indicted as well by a McGoff County grand jury after testimony was presented to the grand jury by the same trooper, Joe Weddington of Post 9. Caitlin Blandon had apparently, from what we understand, indicated to authorities that she would turn herself in on several occasions since June the 13th, but did so yesterday. The wife charged with unlawful transaction with a minor in the first degree and illegal sex acts with a victim under the age of 16. She turned herself again and again is lodged in the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center, as well as her husband. Her bond was listed at $25,000, while Gary Blandon's remains at $50,000. Also in other indictments, this one released during last week's grand jury indictments names the third of 3 individuals accused of tampering with the McGoff County Water District storage tank. As I have already covered, 2 individuals, those being Dylan Gamble and Kimberly Ann Compton, were indicted by McGoff County grand jury after testimony from Deputy Tim Clark of the McGoff County Sheriff's Department for criminal mischief in the first degree and trespass upon key infrastructure assets. This, as I referred to earlier, was starting back in May and through June, when they rendered operations harmful or dangerous when they damaged a McGoff County Water District water tower. It is, as I was told by Deputy Clark, a situation where they had removed the backup battery from the tank that powers the electronics that sends information back to the plant to fill the tank, remove that battery, another one was put in its place, and then they would continually switch out those batteries, getting a recharged one from the tank on a number of occasions until they were actually seen on video doing so and subsequently arrested. When I come back from the break, excuse me, the McGoff County Judge's Office is looking for help identifying a woman for, or who they say is responsible for, illegal dumping. I'll be back in just a second.
My name is Don McFarland, and I have been an attorney in Eastern Kentucky for over 30 years. This is my son, Max McFarland. I'm very proud of Max. He is incredibly intelligent, a hard worker, and is graduating from law school this spring. Max will take the bar exam this summer.
We are a family and we treat our clients like family. Bigger law firms are not always better law firms. There is no substitute for experience, personal attention, wisdom, and knowing who your attorney is.
When you have any legal needs, come see us and we will personally represent you, and we will put our experience and energy to get the results you need.
If you have been in a car wreck, injured on the job, in need of Social Security disability benefits, or have any legal needs, come see us and let us take care of you. Call us at 349-9000.
From there, let's go on to the calendar for tonight. I've got one big reminder for you for tomorrow's big event. It's going to be going to be a great day. It's going to be a hot day tomorrow, but they're going to be a bit ahead of the heat at the McGoff County Health Department Health Fair. First, as it's so painful to say, and I'm not going to school, don't have a kid in school, don't have anything to do with it, but just the fact that summer's getting close to being over, with school getting ready to start pretty soon. A reminder, Head Start and preschool enrollment open right now in the McGoff County School District. Call the Head Start office at 349-3488 if you have any questions about getting your child a Head Start. And now for the big health fair tomorrow from 10 till 2 at the health department. They're going to have big wet inflatables for a whole lot of fun for the kids and Hawaiian shaved ice for everybody, free adult health care screenings, back to school supplies, sports physicals for your young athletes. That's a great service there. Laundry supplies, a lot of giveaways. It's all free, all for the family, the entire family, a family fun health fair tomorrow at the McGoff County Health Department. They do hope you'll stop by. Stop by the calendar when you need to know what's going on. And that, of course, as well leads us to our obituaries for this evening. A service provided by the McGoff County Funeral Home, who reminds us, first of all, that services will start tomorrow at 1 o'clock for Debbie Stacy, Deborah Ann Horn Bellow Stacy, 68, who passed away Sunday, survived by her husband Jack, daughter Sherry Russell, stepdaughters Abigail Diane Stacy and Gwen Raylan Grigsby, stepson Timothy Davis, sister Gina Howard, 2 grandsons, 3 step-grandchildren, 1 great-grandchild, and 1 step-great-grandchild. Or actually 3 step-great-grandchildren. My apologies. Again, services start tomorrow at 1 from the McGoff County Funeral Home. Services begin Friday at 1 for 44-year-old John Daniel Mullins of Sayersville. He passed away Thursday of last week in Breathitt County, survived by his mother, Sherry Back Mullins, his daughters Sadie and Cynthia Mullins, son Waylon Daniel Mullins, sister Lisa Salyer, nephews Donovan Salyer, Delano Caden Salyer, and Cameron Collins, and 2 great-nieces, Danica Michelle Salyer and Isabella Grace Salyer. Services start Friday at 1 from the McGoff County Funeral Home. Visitation will be tomorrow evening after 6, and I'm told that arrangements are incomplete at this hour, but to be announced soon, for 51-year-old Anthony Bain of Sayersville, who passed away on today's date at Pikeville Medical Center. Those announcements and arrangements to be made through the McGoff County Funeral Home.
There are several risk factors that may put a patient at risk for heart disease.
Especially people who have diabetes or hypertension or high cholesterol and have a family history of heart disease.
Neglecting to see a cardiologist can put you in trouble. You may develop problems that may not be reversible.
We see many people who do not have an actual diagnosis of a heart problem, but may be at risk of heart disease, and we do whatever we can to help mitigate that risk to help prevent disease in the future. ARH, more for Appalachia.
While often helpful, did you know that popular non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs like ibuprofen and naproxen and others increase your risk of having a heart attack or stroke, as well as other internal issues? And those risks are significantly higher with prolonged use and higher dosages. Find out all you need to know about common concerns and cautions and options when you stop by and talk to a Parkway Pharmacy pharmacist in Sayersville.
Johnson Central High School stands alone in providing the most college and career programs of study in one building throughout the entire state of Kentucky. This includes pathways in everything from the medical field to engineering, telemedia, welding, agriculture, and even aviation. And that's just to name a few of the 32 different choices. Work has also been started on a brand new state-of-the-art high school. So now is the time for your child to experience the power of opportunities in Johnson County School.
It's just the perfect spot to grab lunch, a snack, something sweet, pick up your meds, or have them brought to you curbside. It's your hometown Good Neighbor Pharmacy that's been proud to serve you and your families for over 100 years. And now on their already incredible menu, fresh baked goods from the Daily Bread. Frazier's Prater Drug Store, 349-3135. SMB is proud to stand with you with what might be your very first and definitely last checking, savings, retirement, even Christmas Club account, along with consumer, auto, mortgage, business loans that you can easily manage from anywhere in the world with safe, secure mobile and online banking that comes from over 120 years of commitment to your financial life and well-being, today, tomorrow, and forever. Salyersville National. Welcome to the best sales, the best service, and the best selection in the viewing area and Eastern Kentucky. It's Conley Tire in Staffordsville, where they have big specials on big name brands every month. And as always, great jobs, oil changes, computer diagnostics, and 6 months no interest. Conley Tire in Staffordsville and conleytire.net.
I'm John Montgomery, auctioneer with High Point Realty and Auction. If you're looking for a nice starter home with every convenience that country life in Eastern Kentucky has to offer at an affordable price, we have an opportunity for you. We're offering a property located at 145 Tommy Dyer Street in Salyersville, Kentucky, to be auctioned on July the 26th at 10 a.m. This property includes a very well-maintained 16 by 80 mobile home, a 26 by 28 metal garage with concrete floor, a 36 by 43 stall barn, with an additional house seat including electric, water, and sewage. Whether you're looking for your own home or a great rental property, be sure to check this one out. It's located only minutes from the Salyersville city limits. Located at 145 Tommy Dyer Street, Salyersville, Kentucky. The auction will be held July the 26th at 10 a.m. We can't wait to see you there.
In other news this Wednesday, the McGoff County Judge's Office is asking for the public's help. They have some information to go on, but are still continuing their investigation into a problem that happened last night shortly after 9 o'clock down across the road from the Rumpke transfer station. McGoff County 911 got a call last night from a motorist who was driving by and said that they saw a woman who had backed up a truck up against the gate across the road from the transfer station on county-owned property and was throwing out a large amount of trash and garbage, pictures of which you can see here. The county was looking for more information. If someone may have been traveling through the area, had more of a description of the female and or the vehicle, it will be greatly appreciated. But as you can see, a large quantity of just a large variety of household garbage, waste, and other items, with the county cleaning up the garbage either late last night and or earlier today. Still looking again for any possible tips or information. Again, it was said to be a female in a pickup truck of some sort backed up and unloading this garbage, leaving it for the county to have to deal with late last night, around 9:15 or so. That's, of course, on 460 West. All right, so in between each break, I feels as though drank a gallon of water trying to get the cough to be at bay. I'm going to go on straight to your forecast. My apologies. I do have coverage of the Salyersville City Council meeting, and we'll get to that tomorrow and some other headlines. But let's talk about the heat again, still rolling and even ramping up from here before the end of your 7-day. Right now at the end of the early show, 6:30-ish, 94 still, feels like 107 still, and this was not as bad as it got. You'd have to roll back the clock less than an hour, though, to do that at 5:50, which I think was when we peaked yesterday, almost to the minute, I think. We had 95.4 degrees and a dew point of 76.1 and humidity at around 54%. The math, 109.2 is what it felt like in downtown Salyersville. Dangerously hot. Man, if you've been outside today, as I spent some serious time outside today, staying hydrated was a must, and using a little extra caution and slowing your pace just a little bit. 107 right now for the heat index, and it's almost 30. Winds virtually nil, 1 to 2 miles per hour right now out of the west, at most 8 miles per hour, biggest gust I had today, if you want to call it a gust. Humidity again, 53%, dew point at 75 degrees. No rain to speak of. Obviously, we're caught up on the rain. Excuse me. 6:30 for sunrise and sunset at 8:50. Now, what's the rest of your forecast hold? Do tell. Well, it's actually going to get hotter. Not the part you're looking at right there, but when I flip the page in just a few minutes, let's start off with tonight. 67 degrees. And mostly clear skies is where we'll fall to tonight. So not a bad evening. It's going to be on the warm side, but once the sun goes down and we get some shade going, it will be bearable to go outside, certainly. Tomorrow, 89, which is what we were calling for today, and I hit 95 degrees. Technically, I hit 95.9. And again, this is in downtown. This is, a lot of blacktop down here, a lot of buildings to have radiate heat off of, but still, it's hot. Sunny, mostly clear tomorrow. 68 again for nighttime lows for your Thursday. And then from there, we officially break the 90s, I think, for a lot of folks. And Friday, we're expecting to see 90. And Saturday, 90 again. Nighttime lows back to the 70s. Still sunny and mostly clear and dry for your Friday. So we're going to stay away from the rain for a little while. Saturday, shower and thunderstorm chances are in the mix and in the forecast. We have about a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms starting Saturday morning. Mostly sunny, though, and definitely hot, close to 90 degrees. Saturday night, again, low 70s for nighttime lows. Still a 30 to 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Latter half of your weekend, as we flip the script, we're still hovering right around 90, and I really fully expect to probably hit the 90 again. But models are calling for 89, mostly sunny, 72 and muggy that night even, and a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms. And from there, those shower and storm chances start to gradually wane or hover from 30 to 20%. But look what the temperatures do. We're talking about real temperatures hitting 90, 91, 92, 93 through at least the first half of next week and maybe beyond. And then we'll have to, of course, do the math and talk about the heat index. That's it just for now. A bit of a short show. Please join me back tomorrow. I'll double up on my allergy medicine tonight, and I'll see you then. Thank you for watching.